Hey road trippers, we're headed to one of my favorite parks in all of South Florida. This is Jason with Road Trippin' with Takis, and I'm going to show you around CB Smith Park in Pembroke Pines. Before we get to any of the RV campgrounds, I want to show you this mini golf and other facilities they have right on their grounds. You'll also notice they have some batting cages. These are a couple amenities that make this park stand head and shoulders above the vast majority of RV parks you'll find in the area. They also have a golf shop and a driving range, in addition to a putting range. So if you're an avid sports fan, you could tell right away that this park is going to be a great option for you. You can see there are plenty of places for you to work on your craft. And if you're not into golf, you can always sit down out here, relax, watch your kids play mini golf. And as we head inside, you can take a quick look at the prices so you can see what it'll cost you. And the company's All Golf, and they've partnered up with CB Smith. All right, so we're going to head out of this area and we're going to curve our way around this park. First up, we're going to stop by the visitor center where you would actually check in your RV. And this is what the park office looks like. And you'll go through the actual gates. During the week, you don't have to pay anything. You can just go right into this Broward County Park. As we make our way around to the RV campground, we're going to stop at a bunch of places. The next up is this beautiful walking area and the tennis courts they have over here. When I was a kid growing up down here, I used to play tennis at these exact courts. And check out the locals. You can see it gets a little swampy here. This park is pretty much a dream if you're an RVing athlete. And here's a view from the structure at the top. You can see the tennis courts are very well maintained. And if you're RVing in the park, you can stop by and get some lessons. And you can always sit under the shade if you don't feel like playing tennis. They also have racquetball available here. I used to play on these courts as well. And if you're into shooting hoops, they have a basketball court as well. It's well maintained, but unfortunately there are double rims, which my oldest son hates. One great thing about Broward County parks is they have workout stations scattered throughout each of their parks. This is the main one for this area.
Like a pull-up machine, but it's not pull-ups. Like, it's not even close to pull-ups.
Really great. All right, the kids are messing around, but this is basically what it looks like. If you want to host a party while you're camping in the park, this is an option for you. You also see they have a safety town in the park. And if you have a little one, this is a great place to learn the rules of the road, get them started early. Sometimes the buttons work and sometimes they don't, but it's really a neat place if you want to simulate driving or crossing the road, or what the signs mean. They want to learn about railroad crossings, what different buildings are for, like hospitals and schools. Don't forget to stop at the stop sign. And of course, safety first. Here's a view of the lake. You can see it's very nice looking. And we're out here on a gorgeous day. If you love riding bikes, they've got you covered here too. Grayson's having fun, but they do have tools here if you do have a flat or you have an issue with your bike. If you're a jogger, they have mile markers here and an awesome trail that goes all throughout the park. Does the water fountain work? Of course, it's well maintained. And there's even a bottle refill station for you to use. It's always good to have a sponsor like a hospital to help you stay in shape. And as you can see, there's plenty of parking here. You shouldn't have any problem finding a place. And everything to my left is a parking spot. They also have a covered section so you can park on those hot, sunny Florida days. I'd say that the best part of CB Smith is that they have a water park. On this particular trip, we didn't take the kids to Paradise Cove because it's not open during summer weekdays but this should give you an idea of what it looks like. This is where you go to get a ticket, and you can see the hours, and you'll walk in this direction and head on into the park. You can see what things are restricted here, but lockers are really cheap. Here's a quick peek inside the park, and as you can see, it's only open on the weekends in the summer. Paradise Cove is actually a really great feature of Broward County parks. All right, moving on. You can see the lake over here. There's some more covered areas for you to picnic. Let's take a look at this one. It's a nice little structure. As you get closer, you can see that there's a grill, not just one, but two. So that'll be a fun thing to do with the family. And look at the views, really nice. And of course, it's South Florida, so you always have these ducks. I grew up with tons of them right out my front door. Under the pavilion, you can see there are plenty of spots to sit, and off in the distance, a volleyball court. Lots of areas have bathrooms close by, but do the water fountains work? Yep, it's very well maintained. And here's the big lake. Take a look at that view. We're gonna walk out onto the pier. You can see they have more shaded areas, or if you want to go out to the end, don't forget you can't swim in here. You never know when there's a gator. This is definitely a pretty area. Think of it like an oasis in the middle of a major city. You can just spend some time out here, relax, and enjoy nature. But we're going to the next section. We're going to continue past the lake. You'll see some volleyball courts and more pavilions along the way. Here's one of the playgrounds they have in the park. Not too shabby place for kids to play. And it's shaded, which is necessary in summer heat. And the floors are nice and spongy for the kids when they fall. All right, we're on to our last location, which is the RV campground. This is what the entrance looks like. There's nobody in the booth, so we're gonna keep on going. Gonna pass by that sign that says to leash your pets. And notice the spacing of the campers here. You can see they're reasonably spread out. Here's one of the campsites. You can see they have water and of course electric. You'll notice 20, 30, and 50 amp, so they've got you covered. Here they have wooden picnic tables and grills for barbecuing. And some sites have shaded trees. Others are a little more out in the open. I like that shot as a Jayco ambassador. Nice to see. All right, let's head through this park a little more. Looks like it might rain soon, but this will give you an idea of what it looks like when you drive through. Notice on the right-hand side, there is a walking trail, and there's also a pier where you can go fishing and just enjoy the lake. Take a look at the spacing here a little further down, and you could definitely tell it's rained a lot here last few days. It's been crazy wet. And I'd say these sites are pretty reasonably spaced out, not too on top of each other. You have a tree in between. I'd say it's pretty good for this part of Florida. And right across the way, you'll notice a little bit of a darker area. Definitely expect to see gators in there at some point. Okay, we're gonna head to one more little area. It's a little bit further down. Pay attention to the spacing in this part of the campground. A lot tighter. They're really close to each other. Not any trees in between, but you'll find a great view right across. Here's the bathroom facility. I forgot to check the water fountain here, but you can bet it works. And here's what your sewer hookup looks like. And here's one more angle where you can get an idea of how spaced out you are and what the campground looks like. Over here in the back, you'll see a few trees, so that might be a good option for you. And they can fit RVs of all sizes here. All right, road trippers, I hope you enjoy this tour of CB Smith Park. I have 3 others of the Broward County parks. Hope to see you in the next video. Bye.